Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. All games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Razorbacks return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Green. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll do it himself. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
You know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He'll try to pop the draw. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Alabama quickly back to the line. Got it back on second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
You can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup. We've been keeping a close eye on. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's looking to throw it. Got a man. It's Sategna. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. When you play in a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Using the quick game. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Here comes that Alabama offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Let's go. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They're bringing heat. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He fires one deep down the right side. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Hard running there.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh no. That is.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown tie! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. To the air, it's Green. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
On second down, wants to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Good job on defense getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. To the air, it's Green. They're working that left side.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Armstrong. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Back to throw, it's Milroe. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves to change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Pumps it downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a catch and run for 6. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The pocket starts to collapse. The quarterback scrambled around with the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Extending the play. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. First down for this offense. He'll keep it himself. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Just a step away from taking that one to the house, and what a way that would have been to end the 3rd quarter. Pretty good anyway as we head to the final period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right.
He'll take a shot. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him honor the run game.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab down the left side. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And once he got loose, it was all over. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Looking to pass. It's Milroe. That one comes out hot down the right side. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the 4th quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so...
The expressway is wide open. The 10. Touchdown, Bama. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to Memphis. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Green. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going over the top. Pulls it in on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Jackson. They get him down after he makes the catch. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
These QBs nowadays are harder than ever to get to the ground. They're so quick, they're so fast, some of them big and strong, and they just make guys miss and keep plays alive, and they make you cover for so long. Great job by the secondary. But how about the pursuit? Reckless pursuit, just kept going, kept fighting, finally get him to the ground.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, they're going to win this game.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Going deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, he lost. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's Washington. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown time! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Back to throw, it's Green. Fires to the big fella. Quick step and go. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. Look out, he's got room. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Coming after it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Still on his feet at the 45. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.